Previously, on our first episode of the Idaho Backcountry Overland trip, we pushed deep into the mountains, crossed miles of rugged terrain, and found ourselves chasing daylight more than once. Rough roads, big views, and a whole lot of dust. And we eventually set up camp next to the Boise River. This morning, after breakfast and packing up camp, we hit the trail and roll into a small town called Placerville. A tiny little town hidden in the backcountry. Stay tuned as this adventure continues.
Good morning, folks. It is about 6:45 in the morning. Finally getting up and around. Gonna get some breakfast going. We're waiting for some coffee to percolate right now. The old school cowboy coffee. So we're just kind of waiting for that. The wife's kind of just getting ready in the tent. What are we having for breakfast this morning? Pancakes and oatmeal, he says. So we're gonna see how that world turns out. I think it's gonna be fine. Pancakes are always good. So this is the sun's coming up out here right over the top of the trees. There's a river down there. It's a pretty nice spot. We don't like much sleeping next to a lot of people. And there's not too many people here. There's a couple, but there's scattered throughout the river up and down the river here. There's quite a few. So that's what happens in the summer. So we're gonna wait for the coffee and we're going to grab some and slowly start putting this camp together and get back on the trail. So we got a long drive today. So we'll see you guys in a few.
Oh no. Pancake mix.
Oh, I thought you were a bartender.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a bartender.
Golden.
Stop, right there.
All right, folks, we're back on the trail again. A little bit of a cleanup there. Lost my phone, of course. These things don't always go smooth, as we all wish they would. I agree. These kind of roads are the best. If you want to call it a road, trail, something. Anyway, we're on our way to a little town called Placerville. I don't know if I call it a town, more like a little village or something. We hear there, it's a pretty neat little town. When we get there, we're gonna look around and see what they got. I think they got a little general store or something. So we'll be taking you guys with us in there and see what's going on in Little Placerville. If it's called that, it might be Placerville. I don't know. You guys can correct me if you want to. Sometimes I need to be corrected, but anyway, we're back on the trail. Let's get moving. We've just rolled into Placerville, a tiny frontier town tucked deep into the Idaho backcountry. Back in the 1860s, this place was booming. Gold brought thousands of miners into these hills, and Placerville became one of the biggest towns in the entire territory. Saloons, hotels, shops, it was a full-on Wild West hub. Today things look a lot different. Only around 100 people call Placerville home, and the quiet streets feel like stepping straight into the past. That's why it's a favorite stop for travelers. The preserved buildings, the old town charm, and the sense that the history is still alive out here. Placerville may be a small town, but it's a living snapshot of Idaho's mining era. A reminder of how much remote life used to be and how much story these mountains still tell. This way, backwards?
Yeah.
So here we are in Placerville. I think it's Placerville. Is it Placerville or Placerville? Something like that anyway. So we got some nice parking over here, which is kind of nice. Plenty of room for parking actually. You got a cool little place over here for, if you want to sit under cover and have some lunch or whatever. I mean, all these trails out here are kind of like intertwined together. Roads, they're more like dirt roads. And it looks like they got we're gonna go see what that is over there. It's flashing open. We can't really tell what it is. It says City Hall. And then there's the Magnolia Saloon. That's a museum. I don't know if that's open. It's Sunday. The museum might not be open. Yeah. Yeah, this actually was a pretty short drive from Garden Valley. I halfway expected a couple hours to get here. Well, the way it went yesterday,
Yeah.
a road we thought was supposed to be like that, it ended up being.
Yeah, but that road yesterday was funner than
That was fun.
That was a cool little
Definitely.
I didn't see this town until we got halfway in the radius of that corner. It just popped up.
I know. I was seeing it on the map, and I was like, "Wait a minute! Now where is it? It's not showing up."
There.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty cool little place.
We're driving at, you can't see anything. Dust. That's okay.
Hey, Christmas lights year round.
I fell behind Billy when I'm on the four-wheeler.
I'm behind them. That's how I feel too. I know.
Christmas in July.
I don't think this place is open. Museum hours. So it says open weekends between Memorial Day and Labor Day.
Not until 12, between 12 and 4 p.m.
What time is it?
It's 10, it's almost 11.
Yes.
We're a bit early.
We're not waiting around.
All right. Let's go see what this is over here.
Walter, we'd have to accompany you.
There's another one over here. Whoa. Look at all this stuff.
Billy would have to be with an adult.
I would. But I am. Well, one. One.
In memory of Lloyd L.D. Bettle.
Please clean up after your dog, Chuck. Don't drink the water. It's dirty.
That well went dry.
You don't pump it, Chuck. You just pull it up and it's supposed to flow.
I didn't know.
Get all those.
I was priming it.
Why? If it's unlocked. Look at, there's a parking meter.
Oh my God, don't park there. Whoa. Okay, this is cool. Well, they got it all set up in there, and you can't go in it because people want to use it like you, Chuck. How much is parking around this part here? Time expired. This is really cool. One of the first things you notice in Placerville is the fire department. For a town so small, they take a lot of pride in it. The trucks are spotless, the station is well kept, and it's clear the volunteers here are the heartbeat of the community. In a place surrounded by forest fires, fire isn't just a treat. These rigs and people who run them keep this little town standing. And honestly, Placerville itself is impressively clean. The streets, the old wooden buildings, even the little details. Everything feels cared for. It's quiet, but it's not forgotten. We're heading into the general store now. This place has been serving locals and travelers for generations. It's small, simple, and stocked with the basics. Snacks, supplies, cold drinks, and the kind of essentials you need when you're out here. For the folks who live in Placerville, it's a lifeline. For visitors passing through, it's a reminder of how towns like this survive. Community, history, and just enough of the basic to keep life moving. So we're up here on this big old kind of a ridge trail that's kind of creeping down into the Boise Hills. This is in between Placerville and Boise. There's like several routes to get around. You could go into Centerville, or you can go around to Horseshoe Bend. We're not quite ready to do that yet because that means it puts us back on the highway and we're done. We got quite a bit of trail in front of us here, and this is all like right along this mountain ridge. I mean, see the valley out there, the mountains. It's just incredible, and it's kind of cool to be up here. Some of the parts of the trail are a little tougher than others. Let me take a look here, and it can get a little confusing out here, but got to pay attention to onyx, otherwise you're going to get lost out here. See, there's one that goes down there, but I think that's private property. There's some signs back there. It says, stay on this road, don't go off of it. No dispersed camping or anything up in this area. There's a lot of Forest Service people up here in their fire watch trucks, and they're just all over the place, keeping an eye out for forest fires. Because we are creeping down this trail, and we're going to end up running into an area where there's been a big fire on the Boise hillside, and it took out quite a few acres. It's something like almost 6,000 acres or something like that. So we're going to try to avoid it. This route that we're taking was supposed to go alongside of that, but I think that they got the road closed. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up jumping off on the Boise Basin road, which is get you up to the ski resort. So we'll be going through the ski resort area up here on the Boise Basin, something like that. Anyway, we're just creeping down this trail and up this trail. Yeah, it's a big hill climb, and then we're just getting higher and higher up. And I don't know, it's pretty cool, pretty scenic. As we roll out of Placerville, leaving that quiet little frontier town behind as the road pulls us south towards Boise, the mountains start to stretch out again. The forest thins and the landscape shifts into the wide open Idaho country that feels both familiar and wide at the same time. The drive has its own kind of beauty. No big overlooks, no sweeping drone shots, just the rhythm of the road and the mountains rising and falling around us. The truck hums along, the trees slide past the windows, and every bend reminds you how much story these hills hold. The Boise Basin was once one of the busiest mining regions in the West. As we drop closer to Boise, the forest begins to open up. The air changes, and the trail starts to feel like it's leading us home. It's a quiet ending to a big day. Just the road, the mountains, and the last few miles of Idaho backcountry. And even now, as we wind our way south, you can feel echoes of the history of the terrain. Old ridge lines, scarred hills, and long stretches of untouched forest. All part of the same shaped towns like Placerville. As we drop closer to Boise, the forest begins to open up. The air changes, and the trail starts to feel like it's leading us home. It's a quiet ending to a big day. Just the road, the mountains, and the last few miles of Idaho backcountry. We're airing up now and getting ready to make the drive home. Another day in Idaho's backcountry wrapped up. Good roads, good history, and a whole lot of miles behind us. If you enjoyed riding along, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure. Drop a like if you're into overlanding content, and leave a comment. I always enjoy hearing your thoughts and stories. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next adventure.